So I've been interested in comedy for a very long time, ever since I was in elementary school. I mean, I used to draw comic strips, right? Um, and now I work on a comedy and a television show that's a comedy. And I've actually got some book recommendations that I'd like to give you that I think are very helpful if you're really interested in comedy and learning the rules of comedy, right? Hi, my name is Luis Escobar. I'm a storyboard artist on the Simpsons television show. I've been working on the show for 20 years now, and like I said, I'm really interested in comedy. I like writing stories, and uh, I would want to improve on my cartooning comedic skills because I really enjoy doing comedic cartoons. I like the serious stuff too. I like drawing very dramatic stuff too, but I do like comedy. And I've got some book recommendations here on some books that I found to be very helpful when it comes to comedy, especially because just like drawing and just like writing and just like poetry and you know uh, music and all these, they have rules. We have comedy also has rules, right? Every kind of art form has some kind of structure, which um, the tropes that help, that work, right? If you know them, then you can break them later. But as long as you know them, you could rely on them to give you guidelines as to where to go with something like art, music, writing, comedy, right? So, my first recommendation is this one: Comedy Writer Writing Secrets by Melvin Halitzer. Is that how you say it? There he is. Look at. Doesn't that guy look funny? Look at that. Okay, so yeah, this is a great book because it really breaks down comedy. It's kind of like this is the old school comedy. This is the way, like the Mel Brooks type of black and white comedy trope type comedy. This is about play on words. This is about reversals. This is about it tells you about uh, surprise, the rule of threes. There's a lot going on here. It gives you exercises to get yourself better at it. Talks about funny words. It talks about it's all. It is ridiculously helpful. It is so good at telling you like the fundamentals of what it is that makes comedy work. Highly, highly recommended. I love this book. I know for a fact, not for a fact, I'm pretty sure that I have my friend Raul Aguirre Jr. from Man vs. Art has this book and uses it all the time. And in fact, even in his show, I've seen him, and in his Twitter feed, I've seen him like use exercises from here and practice them, and he is getting better and better at being funny. I myself have not done that, and that is why I'm not funny. But this is really good. This is really, really good. Um, the next book I would like to talk about is this one. It's called the eight characters of comedy. Okay, so this one is kind of the idea is that this guy watched a bunch of sitcoms and broke down all the characters in the sitcoms that make the sitcom work. That make that are always universal in some way, shape, or form. The archetypes. The archetypes of comedy in, like, say, television sitcoms, and in beyond television sitcoms, just in general comedy. There's these archetypes that tend to work really well together, and how they work well together. So this is very, very, very good. as a launching off point to see to check your own work and see if it kind of fits the things that tend to work. That doesn't necessarily mean these are absolutes. You can go off and do whatever, but these are very good ideas as to how to put together an ensemble that tends to universally work well together. It's worked before in many different situations and very many different comedies. So yes, highly recommend that book. It's called The 8 Characters of Comedy by Scott Sedita. Okay. The last book I'm going to be talking about is this one. It's called The Comedy Bible by Judy Carter. And this one is much more modern than the Comedy Writing Secrets. So this is kind of the complement to Comedy Writing Secrets, because this is more of the modern take on doing stand-up, what it takes to do stand-up, how do you do the type of comedy that's like, what's up with blah, 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 that kind of like, and it kind of gives you the formula that stand-up comedians tend to use as foundations and then break out of that. It's very, very good. I highly recommend it. It's very insightful, and it really does complement the other one, because now you get the full range of the fundamentals, and then you get the modern usage of the fundamentals. So I highly recommend this one too, The Comedy Bible by Judy Carter. Very good read. So those are my 3 recommendations for books if you're really into comedy and you want to study up on it and want to get better at it. If you have a book recommendation that I have these 3, I've read them. I have another one that wasn't very good, so I'm not recommending that one. But if you have if you have comedy books that you'd like to recommend, let me know. I would love to know what they are. Yeah, so those are my recommendations. And just let me know if you ever get it. If you get any of these books, let me know. Leave a comment and tell me what you think. If you want to get a free art of book of my artwork with explanations about the art and how it works and what my thinking process was and all this other stuff, go ahead, subscribe to my newsletter on my blog. It's free. And you'll get a digital copy of that book called Angel Cowgirl. All right, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.